Good morning and welcome to our home practice from Breathe Yoga and Wellness. As we're all in quarantine here and trying to take care of ourselves, let's move into a practice focusing on our breath and where we are right now, right here. Placing your hands at your knees, sitting up nice and tall in your sits bones, crown of the head pressing up, lengthening up through the spine. Begin to observe your breath moving in and out of the body. Just observe it without changing it. Let your body just breathe itself. Maybe even closing your eyes here, just to observe the body with the breath. Feeling the chest expanding front to back and side to side. Each part of your breath connecting. Smooth. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest. Allowing the energy of your breath to move into your body. On your next inhalation, draw the breath all the way up toward the collarbones. Feel the chest expanding. Hold the breath at the top. Part the lips and sigh the breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, draw the breath all the way up. Hold the breath at the top, and when you're ready to let your breath go, part the lips and exhale slowly. Feel the breath gently moving in and out of the body. As we move into our practice, matching breath to body movement, observe the energy of your breath moving throughout your body. Allow the breath to be with you, to allow you to become aware of where you are with your body. Next inhalation, we'll begin our practice. Let's reach out through our fingertips out to each side. Turn the palms up. Inhale, reaching up. Turn the hands back to back. Slow exhalation all the way down. Remember to match movement to breath. Palms up. Inhale, reaching. Hands come back to back. Exhale, float the hands down. One more time. Inhale, lift the rib cage up away from the hips. Lift up through the fingertips. Hands back to back. Exhale slowly, fingertips all the way down to the mat. Take your right hand over to the left knee. Left hand down around behind the body for a spinal twist. Inhale up through the crown of the head. Exhaling, take the left shoulder back, bring the right shoulder forward. Begin the twist here. Maybe taking your chin towards your left collarbone, turning the gaze down toward the left fingertips. Maybe a gentle tug on that left knee with your right palm. Left shoulder back, right shoulder forward, deepening just a little bit as you breathe. Inhale, hands reach up. Hands come back to back. Exhale, float the hands back down to the mat. So whichever leg is forward, bring it back, bring the opposite leg forward here. We'll take our left hand to our right knee and the right hand down around behind the body. Inhale, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Your exhale, right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. We begin our spinal twist. Feel the body, feel the breath. Maybe taking your chin down toward your right collarbone, turning the gaze down toward the right fingertips. As you exhale, deepen your twist, press the right shoulder back, maybe a little tug with that left hand on your right knee, left shoulder forward. Feel the breath moving in and out of the body. Feel your energy. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, float the fingertips down to the mat. Sweep the hands over to either side and come up to all fours. Coming into all fours, wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Looking for a nice long spine here, pressing the crown of the head forward. Tuck the belly button toward the spine, and then tuck everything up toward your diaphragm. Begin to connect with those lower ab muscles here. Allow the breath. On your next slow exhalation, press into the floor. Tuck the chin, come into cat pose. Press the hips toward the elbows. Inhale, belly drops. Turn the sits bones up, pressing forward and up, lifting up and out of the shoulders. Taking your gaze up toward the ceiling. On your next exhalation, once again, back to cat. Inhale, down to cow. Warming the spine up in both directions. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, down to cow. Inhale, coming to a nice flat back once again. Shift your weight to your left hand. Bring your right fingertips to the mat. Inhale, reaching up, pressing the back of your hand toward the wall behind you. Exhaling, thread the needle over to the left side, reaching under that left arm. Let the right shoulder come to the mat. Walk your left fingertips up, planting the palm to the top of the mat. On your next slow exhalation, begin to press your left armpit down toward the right arm. Breathe. Connecting movement of the body to the breath. Sliding the hand beneath the left shoulder. Inhale, reaching up, pressing away from the floor. Exhale, float that right hand down. Coming back to flat back. Shift your weight over to the right hand, left fingertips to the mat. Inhale, reach up. I'm known for doing that. Right and left mix up. Exhale, let's thread the needle over to the right side and reach all the way over. Let your left shoulder come down to the mat. Reach forward, straight off the shoulder with that right hand. On your slow exhalation, begin to press that right armpit down toward the left arm. Feel that deep stretch between the shoulder blades as you breathe. Allow that energy into the body. Slide that right hand in. Inhale, pressing up and away from the floor, reaching up toward the sky with the left hand. And exhale, bring the hand down to the mat. Step the hands to the top of the mat, keeping your knees and hips in line with each other. Exhale down to puppy pose. Inhale, press up and away from the floor. Step the hands beneath the shoulders. Turn your toes under. Exhale to down dog. As you begin to let those heels soften down toward the mat, look forward to the hands, pressing into the heel, the thumb, the first finger. Begin to press your body weight back toward your hips. Lift up through the sits bones, maybe softening your knees as a stretch intensifies in the back of your legs. Listen to those stretches. Coming back to the breath. Maybe taking the shoulder blades toward each other in the back of the body. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep pressing back through the heel of your hand. Inhale, shift forward. Walk or take a big step with that right foot. Left knee comes down. Left foot uncurls. Let's take both of our hands to our right knee. Right knee and ankle are lined up. Press the shoulders back over the hips. Tuck the right hip back. Begin to gently press that left hip forward. Tuck the belly button in. Hands beside the hips, palms forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let those shoulder blades come down toward the waistline. Sink down into the hips. One more breath. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, shift the hips back. Tuck that right hip crease back. Press the left hip forward. Squeeze the inner thighs toward each other. If you feel a cramp in the bottom of your foot, remember to lift your toes up toward the ceiling. Step your hands beneath the shoulders. On your next exhalation, tuck the chin and allow the back to round. Keep tucking that right hip back, pressing the left hip point forward. Inhale, stepping the hands forward. We're going to bring the right knee forward, bending that right ankle. Step both hands as we come into our low lunge. Shoulders shift back. Hands come to prayer pose. Inhale, reach up. And breathe. Feel the energy in your body, that breath moving in and out. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, shift back with the hips. Take the right knee to the floor. And as you exhale, set your hips to your heels. Maybe notice the difference in your right hip, left hip. Inhale, shift forward. And take a giant step between your hands with the left foot. Knee and ankle are lined up. Step both of your hands to your left knee. Tuck the right hip back. Tuck the left hip back, right hip forward. Hands beside the hips, palms forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lifting your heart. Inhale, reaching up. Breathe. Feels so good to breathe here. Feel the energy in your body, that breath. Exhale, hands to the mat on each side of the left foot. Inhale, shift back. Tucking the left hip crease back. Right hip point presses forward. Squeeze the inner thighs toward each other. Step your hands beneath your shoulders. Exhale, tuck the chin and allow the back to round. Allow the breath. Inhale, shift forward. Begin to bring that left knee out over the toes, sinking deeper into the hips with your low lunge. Both hands come to the left knee. Shift your shoulders over the hips. Hands come to prayer pose. Inhale, reach up. And feel the energy. Feel that breath. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, hips back. Left knee to the floor. Taking hips to heels. Sweep the hands back beside the feet and turn the palms up. Inhale, sweep the hands to the top of the mat. Shifting forward. Turn the toes under. Exhale to down dog. Turn your toes in at a slight pinky toe stance here. Press into the pinky toe sides of your feet. Lift the sits bones up. Slight pigeon toe stance here. Press into the palms of your hands. Take your weight back to your hips. Begin to turn the sits bones up. Maybe soften your knees. Inhale, shift forward, come high on the toes. Bring your shoulders right over those wrists. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, shifting forward. Shoulders over wrists. Exhale to down dog. Follow that breath. Inhale, shift forward. Bring the knees down. Uncurl the toes. Set your hips to your heels. Let's pop up to our fingertips here. Ears between the upper arms. Maybe shifting back and forth to walk those knees underneath the body. Pressing down into each fingertip. Begin to slide the shoulder blades down toward the waistline. Taking your gaze to your mat, sliding the crown of the head forward. Feel the energy in your body. Palms to the mat. Inhale, shift forward. Toes under. Exhale to down dog. Feel that breath moving in and out. Be aware of each part of your breath. Inhale, shifting forward. Begin to step the feet to the middle of your mat. Stepping the hands back. Exhaling into forward fold. Palms forward. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands come down to prayer. Take a moment in this breath to close your eyes, to observe the breath, your heart, and the energy of your practice. We'll open our eyes and turn forward, facing the long side of your mat. Step your feet out wider than hips width apart. We're going to lift the left toes, pivot on the heel, and bring the left toes to the top of the mat. Right heel begins to press away. Hands straight off the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, down to warrior two. Looking at the alignment here, heel lining up with the instep of your right foot. Let the shoulder blades come down toward the waistline. Lining the knee up right over the ankle or slightly behind. Maybe if your feet need to walk in a little bit, find where you need to be. Sinking down as you exhale. Inhale, press away from the floor through the left foot. Turning the gaze forward, bring the palms together. Exhale, following the breath. Inhale, rising up. Exhale. Feel each part of your breath. Inhale, rise up. Slow exhalation all the way down. Right hand, right thigh. Turn the left palm up. Inhale, reaching up for exalted warrior. Just let that right hand rest lightly on that right leg. Feel the energy of your breath. Exhaling, bringing the left elbow to the left knee, reaching right hand up and over. Press down to the pinky toe side of your right foot. Bring the right shoulder down away from the ear. Reach out through those right fingertips. Extended right side body stretch as we breathe. Inhale, press up and away from the floor through the left leg, hands straight off the shoulders. Exhale, back down to warrior two. Inhale, pressing away from the floor, rising up, palms together. Exhaling, hands come down to prayer. Lift the left toes, pivoting on heel, left toes forward. Lifting the right toes, pivot on the heel, and bring the right toes to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down to warrior two. Find the alignment, sink down into those hips. Align the shoulders over the hips here. Find the breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up, reach. Exhale, coming back down. 3 breaths here. Left hand, left thigh, right hand turns up. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, bend the right elbow to right knee. Left hand reaches up and over, extending that left side body stretch from the side of your left foot all the way up through your fingertips. Feel the energy. Inhale, press up and away from the floor. And exhale, back down to warrior two. Inhale, rising up. Palms together. Exhale, hands come down to prayer. Lift the right toes, pivoting on heel, toes forward. We'll walk our feet in, heel and a toe. Coming back to our center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold, coming down with the flat back. Chin tucks, crown of the head toward the floor. Inhale, coming up to the fingertips. Maybe placing your hands on your shins, extending forward through the crown of the head, activating your core, allowing the breath. Exhale, back to forward fold. Palms forward. Inhale, rise up, reaching toward the sky. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, hands come down to prayer. We'll step the feet wide once again. Toes in slightly. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift your heart. Extend up through the crown of your head as you inhale. Exhale, bending right at the hips, coming down with a nice flat back. Begin to press your bum toward the wall behind you. Be mindful of not locking your knees here. And we'll place our hands right beneath our shoulders. Pressing down into the feet. Begin to turn the sits bones up toward the ceiling. Exhaling, tucking the chin, and allowing the crown of the head to come down toward the mat. Feel the breath moving in and out. Inhale, pressing up and away from the floor. Step your hands over toward the right foot, pressing into the pinky toe side of the left foot. Shift over toward the right. Bend that right knee and allow the bum to sink. Moving that stretch deep into that left inner thigh. Breathe. Always following that breath, the energy moving in and out of the body. Inhale, stepping the hands back to center. Exhale, moving to the left side. Press into the pinky toe side of your right foot, stepping the hands over to the left, sinking the bum down, allowing the energy. Inhale, back to center. Hands beneath the shoulders. Bend the knees. Step your hands to your knees. Pressing into the knees, round the back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone down. Stacking each vertebra, rolling back up to center, shoulders over hips. We'll look down and turn our toes out. Soften the knees here. We'll take our hands straight off the shoulders. Let the shoulder blades move down toward the waistline. Turn the palms up toward the ceiling. Pressing the thumbs toward each other. Begin to lift the ribs away from the hips, lifting the heart and turning to gaze upward in joyful pose. Inhale, hands come up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Walking the feet in, heel and a toe. And we'll come down to our mats. Let's come a long way on our mat. Step the hands back. Pressing into the heel of the hand. Begin to lift the heart. Press the shoulder blades toward each other in the back of the body. Just let your heart open here. Feel the energy of your breath. Feel the goodness, the richness in your heart. We'll step the feet forward, heels press away, roll over the fingertips, and come up. We'll sweep the feet around and come up to table once again. Wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips, hips width apart, tucking the belly button in. Exhale, round the back, sit the hips to the heels, and come to child's pose. Feel the breath moving in and out of the body, maybe stepping those knees underneath the body, pressing into the hand, pressing hips closer to heels. Surrendering down into the mat, connecting through the breath. Inhale, rolling up, Coming up to Hero's Pose. Hands to prayer. Inhale, rise up. We'll turn to face forward and come to seated position. Sweep the feet forward. Returning to Sukhasana, easy seated pose. Place your hands at your knees. Allow the shoulders to relax down away from the ears. Turning the palms up toward the ceiling. The mudra of receiving and giving. Gathering our hands in prayer position, thumbs resting at the heart, bowing over the fingertips, thumbs to the center of the forehead. Namaste. Thank you all for being with me here today, and I hope we rejoin together soon at Yoga, Breathe, and